Counselor Shaurya Consultancy about the overseas education. Ma'am, if you look at the Germany, which is distinct from the others we have discussed so far, that it offers free education. How do you look at the education in Germany?
Okay, actually it offers a free education in Germany, free masters. For a student who have a percentage more than 60%, they can avail free education in Germany. The main advantages of Germany is, one is free education, no need of paying lakhs of rupees abroad. Like for if you take Australia, we have to pay some 20 lakhs for our masters, whereas in Germany it was completely free. Second one is quality of education is excellent in Germany. All the universities in Germany are established in 18th and 17th centuries. Also we have some universities, and the universities also ranks among top 1000 universities in the world. So why these universities are offering free education is, it requires more manpower to work with them, or to work in place in their industries. So this is a main reason why the universities are encouraging Indian students who are worthful. Like if a student has a 60% in his academics with IELTS 6 bands, they are checking their academic excellence, at the same time they are checking their language abilities. So if a student has this too, then he can apply for free education in Germany. And third one is the part-time and full-time work permit is also very good compared to remaining English speaking countries. But the main thing the student should keep in the notice is, the student should learn German language. So remaining all are English speaking countries, which we have discussed now. So there is no language problem. Now you are going to a country which don't speak in English and which requires German language. Here in Hyderabad also there are many institutes who are teaching German language. So if a student has at least A1 level or A2 level of German language, the student can happily apply, and even he will get a part-times very easily also.
Is that mandatory, having A2 German course certificate?
It is kind of it is not a compulsory mandatory to get admission into the university. Okay. But if a student gets the visa once, and if he goes to Germany, it is mandatory to survive there.
Okay.
So without language he can't communicate to any people, and if he want to work in any part-times in a local centers or something like that, definitely their speaking language is German language. If the student knows only, then only he will get any kind of jobs over there. So German language is kind of mandatory as per my knowledge. And at the same time, if a student has GRE also, the student has more opportunity to get into a more good university. And the main intakes for Germany is this coming March intake, March 2013, and after that October 2013. So there are 2 intakes every year. So we have to apply at least 3 to 4 months prior to the date, admission date. And once after completion of their masters also, the student will get a 1.5 year of work permit over there. So completely the student can stay there for 2 years of study work permit and 1.5 year of post study work permit. Student can get 3.5 years visa. At the same time, the student can work part-time for 20 hours, and for 1 hour he can earn from 8 euros to even 10 to 12 euros. So there are many advantages. If a student wants really to study, definitely if he has a good very percentage, definitely he can opt for Germany. And the main courses they offer is mechanical, electrical, electronics and computers. For these courses there is a lot of demand in German universities. Definitely they can try their luck for free education.
Okay. It is one thing to have education, it's completely another thing to have career guidance. Does Shaurya Consultancy offer career guidance also?
Yes, we do offer. That is a main important thing any consultancy should choose from. We should think like, the consultancy should think like, if the student goes for this course, what are the benefits he will be getting. At the same time, do they offer some placement opportunities, whether they are giving some scholarship or like that. We should inform to the student, because he will come with a complete blank mind. He don't know like for which university he want to go. His main ambition is to just go abroad and study. So here as a Shaurya Consultancy, we will guide the student like for which consultancy, what are the benefits, what are the advantages and disadvantages. See, like here also the placements are there, but the success is 50-50%. 50% of the class will get placed and 50% no. The same thing will continue abroad also. So they have a good number of students and good number of companies to come for placements, but it totally depends upon the student whether he will be able to crack it or not. So we will give him the complete guidance, and even the student should know like how much is the funding. Like the student will calculate only tuition fees, like we have to pay some 12 lakhs of tuition fees, but the expenses will be completely more higher than that. Not only tuition fees, we have to look at our living expenses, miscellaneous expenses, what are the expenses for books and stationery over there. Life insurance is mandatory for a student to go abroad. So these are all the expenses the student should take care of this. So more than student, the parent should come to a consultancy to know all the expenses, because the student don't know all this one, because he will come to consultancy and he will tell this much is the tuition fees, but at the time of applying for visa, the funds we need to show is much higher compared to tuition fees. So the student, we will tell the student in advance like these are all the expenses, so that the student should prepare before applying for visa.
Okay. When, what is the ideal time for a student to start preparing for either SAT or GRE? In which year should a student start?
Actually, the student should start from here third year itself. Like if a student is a BTech student, he should start from his third year onwards. Like in third year, if we go for HICO's coaching like GRE or IELTS or something like that, after completion of his 4-1, at the time of his 4-1, like fourth year first semester, he can apply for the university, so that he'll have enough time for his visa formalities and all. So maybe the first option is third year, and if a degree student, then he should start from a second year onwards.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am, for throwing light on overseas education. So that is the discussion with Mrs. Radha, senior counselor from Shaurya